Hello friends, hope you are doing well. So we are about to start the topic electricity. This is one of the basic topics in physics in both class 10th and 12th. Both we have got electricity in your syllabus city in the syllabus of physics. One of the most important subject. Let me tell you why electricity, why it is so important to us to learn about electricity. So basically, the pretty things we are using in our daily lives run on electricity. For example, the fan, the lights, the mobile phone on which you are watching the video is completely running on electricity. So I would like to introduce this term electricity to you in the class 12 syllabus. Basically, the class 12 syllabus is the extension of the pretty class 10 syllabus. So we have to just make sure we know these two terms, V and I. These are the two basic parameters of electricity. The first parameter is called potential difference. Potential difference. And another is called current. So it would be a question for you, what is this potential difference and current? What is the basic difference between them and how do they similarize? So first we are going to start with current I. So basically we all know that current is the unit of current is rate of flow of charge. So what does this mean? Amount of charge in coulombs flowing through a conductor in a given time t. So if we go further, it would be like dq by dt. Rate of flow, the total number of charge flows in a given time period t, dq by dt. I equal to dq by dt. So it is clear. The unit of current is amperes. Amperes. On the famous scientist Ampere, we can in future we will be going to learn a lot of things about Ampere's law, and lot of things are there, but pretty basics are the voltage and current. So what we have learned, when a charge is flowing through a conductor in a time period 1 second, the amount of charges flow in a conductor is called current. Okay, now coming to the point voltage. What is voltage? Suppose you have got a bucket of water over here and this is the ground level. Okay, so you put a pipe like this. So what is the pressure you are going to get? Is the height. See, the water is going to have some potential energy over here. So once you open the tap, the water starts flowing. So where does this energy come from? It is the potential energy. So in electricity, we call this as voltage V. In electrical terminology, we call it as voltage V. And the rate of flow of water is current I. So these two parameters has got a relationship between them, the basic relation, that is called Ohm's law. Ohm's law. Now what is Ohm's law? So let me erase all this stuff. So I guess you have understood basics. Where does this all come from? Huh. So according to Ohm's law, V varies I. So if we draw a graph like this is the origin, this is voltage V, this is current I. It would be something like this. Straight line passing through origin. Suppose this is 5 amperes and this is 5 volts. If we draw a line, fine, this is Ohm's law. Ohm's law states that the current in the flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the conductor. One more thing is there, keeping temperature and other physical quantities constant. This is a statement of Ohm's law. States that the current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the conductor. So assume the potential difference across this conductor is 5 volts. Okay? And the current flowing through is some 5 amperes. If we increase the voltage to 10 volts, the current will be 10 amperes. So we can find there is a proportionality constant there. What is that proportionality constant? He stated that the proportionality constant is given as R. Fine. The proportionality constant is given as R. As V varies I. One thing to be noted here, many of these teachers doesn't tell their students that I varies V is not correct. It's not correct. Why? In electricals, there is a term. Assume this as independent. Always we keep the independent variable at the x-axis and the dependent variable at the y-axis. Fine. So if it is very clear from this statement, from the graph especially, that voltage is an independent quantity, right? Voltage is an independent quantity and current is a dependent quantity. Dependent on what? What factor? Dependent on the voltage factor. In the previous example we have solved that when we are increasing the voltage to twice, the current is similarly increasing to twice. Clear? Okay. So we cannot write like this. In practical world, voltage can exist without current. Voltage can exist without current, but current cannot exist without voltage. There has to be voltage to exist for the existence of current. Make sure there has to be voltage for the existence of current, but voltage can exist without current. Okay, one more point. So can we write something like this? This is the equation of Ohm's law. V varies as Ri. Ri is the proportionality constant known as resistance. Resistance. Fine. So basically, we have come across two parameters. What are they? First is voltage, another is current. Okay? Voltage and current. Voltage and current. So one thing I can assure you, the rest of the electricity, we will be dealing with the voltage and current. And we have got a new parameter to be resistance, right? This new parameter has been derived from this voltage and current. This is the proportionality constant of voltage and current. So we can tell that the electricity only does have two quantities, that is V and I. Okay. So this is enough for the first lecture. I would like to conclude this lecture with a brief summary. So first we have learned what we have seen, V, I, relation between V and I, that is Ohm's law. And we have learned what is V. V is the potential difference, PD, also known as, its unit in volts. Fine. Current is the rate of charge, flow of charge, rate of flow of charge. Unit is amperes. This much is enough for the basics. For solving problem, you just need this much. You need not to know the rocket science. Electricity is not a rocket science, electricity. So don't worry, we will learn slowly. Thank you. Thank you for listening. We will continue in the next lecture.